Hi teachers, since I will be at my GLAD training this week and I won't be able to meet our Monday meeting, I'm sending you the video so you know what we're doing for 3rd grade for lesson. You'll have your I can statements just like always in your folder. What we're going to be doing is on Monday we have our CRT makeup, so there is obviously no lesson for 3rd grade. On Tuesday we're going to be starting a new story, the Good Enough to Eat story. So we will be introducing the vocabulary, so on page 404 and 405 in the teacher's edition. You'll be reading out loud Ask Dr. Reynosa with the students to introduce the vocabulary, and then we'll be using Anita Archer's method to further cement that vocabulary in. When you're finished, if you have time, start administering the SOPA. We'll be doing that this whole entire week if there's ever a few stray minutes for us to do. For Tuesday, what we will be doing is we're going to be reading the story Good Enough to Eat. You have the main skill is going to be main idea and details. It's on page 405F in the teacher's edition. What you'll be doing is you'll be reading, there's 4 sections where they have a main idea and detail they want us to focus on. So when you get to the first section, you will with the students discuss what is the main idea of the passage, and then you will display it for the students. So the first section, you can either write it or tape it. I'll have them print it up for you. The first section is food is important for the main idea. So then the students with their A-B partner will come up with 3 details for what supports that main idea. And then the A partner will share, and then the B partner will share the whole group as we switch. After you have had every group has had a chance to share, you can either write their answers on the graphic organizer, or you can tape the ones that are provided to you on these sentence strips. So for example, the main idea was food is important. In the first section of the details, it helps you grow, think, breathe, fight germs, heal, and live. It keeps you alive, and it builds, protects, and gives energy to your body as these supporting details. You will then go on to the next section, same thing. You'll come across the main idea of the passage. You will discuss it as a group. So the next section will be nutrients are an important part of food. You will tape it down or write it, and then the students will, with their same A-B partners, come up with some details for why nutrients are important. And then you will repeat that for sections 3 and section 4. The sections are outlined in page 405F. Some sections have 5 details, some have 4, some have 3. You can decide if you want to display all 4 details, or if you just want to display 3 since there's 3 lines. You'll repeat it on the back for sections 3 and sections 4. If there's time on Wednesday then, after you finish reading and doing your graphic organizer, you can administer the SOPA, but I don't think we will have time for that. On Thursday, we're going to start our direct instruction for an informative essay. So we will go over the purpose of a graphic organizer, why we do this, and then we will read an exemplar PDF file that I will email you that you can read on your iPads. While we're reading it, I want the students to notice how we took our basic sentences and how we added transition words and added some further details to explain and elaborate our supporting details for the main idea. And I want the students to come up with a list, to create a list of the transition words that help it flow, that they can reference them. After students have created that list, they've listened to the exemplar text, then they will write an informative essay, so they can select one of these that they will then turn into an informative essay of their own. If there's time on Thursday, which there probably won't be, but if there is, you can start administering the SOPA. Friday, what you'll be doing is the main focus is you are conferencing one-on-one with the students. While you are conferencing with the student, the other students are going to finish up their writing, and then they will have a rubric that they can then have a partner go and check, did they hit the focus? So do they have a main idea? Do they have many supporting details? Did they use those transition words? Are they using 3rd grade academic languages? Those are the basics of capital and punctuation and grammar. After you finish conferencing with all the students, if there's time, let them finish, and if there's time after that, administer the SOPA. If you have any questions, just send me an email. I will be by every morning at about 8 o'clock, 7:30, just to collect the stuff and get stuff ready for substitute for the next day. And